Right then, it's a quick walk around and road test video, and this is for a really rare car actually. It's a Honda Civic 1.8 EX Plus. It's the top of the range car. This car's covered just 56,000 miles, full service history, and is one of the cleanest Civics we've ever had. It's absolutely beautiful. Finishing this lovely gunmetal grey, and it's the facelift model, so it gets a new style front and rear end on the car, various other bits. It looks absolutely stunning. Front of the car, lights and lenses are clear and intact. There's no cracks or condensation there. Bumper very clean, likewise bonnet. Hardly a stone chip anywhere on there at all. Near side of the car, beautifully smooth down the panels, really clean. Inside front alloy, beautiful condition. The car's literally just been washed off, it's not even been polished, and it's got an absolutely natural gleam to it. It's been truly loved. Near side rear alloy, again, absolutely pristine there. Back around the back, with the new smoke glass and lower diffuser. They're all really subtle, but they really add up to a fabulous looking car. Offside, driver's side, again, it's like looking in a mirror, absolutely crisp down there. Offside rear alloy, again, beautiful. Romanian panel work is fantastic. It really is one of the best 9-year-old cars you're ever going to see. Coming to the boot of the car now, absolutely huge boots on the Civics, and it's been kept really, really nicely. It's coming to the back now, wide opening rear doors, and this is a family car, and yet it looks as though they've banished kids on the back because the leatherwork looks pretty much like new back here. It's absolutely stunning. Coming to the front of the passenger side, again, all very, very clean. Full set of original Honda mats in the car. And passenger seat there, again, almost looks like new. Finally, driver's door card, doesn't disappoint, lovely and clean. Same footwell areas there. And driver's seat, again, for a 9-year-old car, extraordinarily clean. Inside the car now, engine's running as is always the case, so the dash is illuminated, and it really is stunning interior in these cars. Sat nav, as you can see, working exactly as it should. Pop the car into reverse, and you've got the rear parking camera, which complements the front and rear parking sensors. And coming on down, again, absolutely wonderfully clean and tidy. Then coming to the dash binnacle, and that's the view you get as a driver. It's the best dash design anywhere in its class. Looks absolutely stunning. 56,876 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and light key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Civic 1.8 EX Plus. Car's registered PK15LVD, and mileage at the start of the road test is 56,877 miles. The reason we do this video alongside the walk around section is to ensure that if anyone is looking online at any of our cars, they get to see that very car actually in operation. Like lots of people have been to see cars which have looked perfectly good in a photograph or description, but only to get there and find out that unfortunately it's got an obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car, and that can be hugely frustrating, especially if you travel any kind of distance. We also do it on these very quiet country roads, and this is an absolutely beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is, of course, it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself if you went for a drive in the car. So coming to the car, it is an absolute gem, this one. Wonderful history attached to the car. Push button start, engine starts instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car actually. Temperature gauge running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle as well. The 1.8 engine has a deserved reputation for being the most reliable and longest lasting engine in its class. They're cam chain driven, so there's no cam belts to worry about, but almost more than that, it's just the way they drive. It's a beautiful engine. It's so sweet natured, it's tractable, you can pull from low revs without fluster or anything. But when you do put your foot down, it kind of does reward as well. You put your foot down hard, you got that lovely kind of induction noise, but when it revs, it keeps revving, but it does so without that real harsh, gravelly note that you get with so many cars. It's beautifully engineered. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch in the car, bike point is exactly where it's meant to be. It's lovely and smooth in operation. And then you come through to one of the best gearboxes you're going to use, no matter what car. Like lots of front wheel drive cars, pretty much all these days, it's cables from the gear lever to the gearbox underneath. And unfortunately, with lots of cars, despite the fact that there's loads of advantages to that, you end up with a gear change which is light, vague, just you don't feel like you're changing gear. This you very much do. It feels mechanical, it feels positive, feels weighty in a nice way, but it's a pleasure to use rather than having to use it. And that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new, by the way. Just zero wear in it, but you never really feel any wear in these things. And then you come on to what's always been probably my favourite part of the car, the steering and chassis. It's a car that it's ultimately, this is a family car, so it's not a sports car, nothing like it. It does exactly what you want a family car to do, in the sense that it's very comfortable. The ride is beautifully judged, damping's absolutely brilliant. The steering itself has got a lovely weight to it. It's not over light, which I hate on cars, but it's very positive, it's quick, and it's completely accurate. It also tracks dead straight without any vibrations at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. But for those that enjoy the driving, and I'm one of those, it is a car that you can really enjoy. So go through this corner here, just hardly have to turn the steering wheel. The corner's flat, it's positive, it's keen to change direction. It's a really enjoyable car to drive. They are lovely, and it's very hard to get that balance. I think this is a genius in terms of chassis design, as the S2000 is, but for different reasons, and this is quite often overlooked by the motoring press. Also, by the way, absolutely no clonks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle. It's all solid as a rock. Brakes on the car, excellent, powerful. There's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal, so all in fine order there. And then we come to the interior. Some of what I say is very much opinion based in terms of when it comes to design, which I completely understand. What isn't arguable is the build quality. These are beautifully put together cars, really good quality materials. But I've personally loved this dashboard architecture. I think it's, not only is it design genius, it's interesting, and that again very hard to achieve. Quite often you go for interesting, it's basically odd, just quirky for the sake of it. This isn't. It's designed for a purpose. The most conventional bit is this centre stack here. So you've got a Garmin-based sat nav, which is nice and simple to use. Then down below that, a dual zone climate control, so you can have different temperatures side to side if you want to, and that pumps out lovely ice cold air. As with all Hondas, every button you press, you're going to be greeted with a lovely high quality damped feel to the push buttons. It's, again, all the little details are wonderfully done by Honda. But my favourite part by a country mile is this bit I'm looking at directly in front. It's a two-tier design, an upper and lower tier. The upper deck is the stuff you can look at most regularly, so you've got an information panel there, but directly in front of me is my speed, all by itself, white on black digital display, and it means I can look at all the traffic, pedestrians, anything else on the roads, but I can see the speed at the corner of my eye without taking my eyes off the road for a second, and I think that is simply genius. Down below that, you've got a more conventional pod of dials, your rev counter, flanked either side by the temperature and fuel gauges, and then finally you've got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel. As I said right at the start of the video, this is a special car, and it really is. It's been beautifully looked after, absolutely beautifully looked after. It's a used car cliche, which I despise, by the way, when you say a car drives like new, but it literally does. It literally does. It drives absolutely beautifully. I can't fault it.